Doctor Who is back and we are one episode down. A pretty solid episode by all accounts, but one that left some mysteries, opened some mysteries, and left me with some questions, both trivial ones and some serious ones. So here's 8 questions that I had coming out of the episodes. What do you think the answers to these are? Let me know in the comments below. Let's start with the trivial. Just why does Belinda keep a cheesy star dedication certificate from her creepy ex-boyfriend on the wall above her bed? By the end of the episode, we know she dumped him for being a controlling creep, so why would you keep that at all, let alone in a frame above your bed on the wall? That just seems a bit odd. What you doing, Belinda? Just put it in the bin. More of an actual genuine serious mystery now. Why is Mrs. Flood a next door neighbour of a companion again? One of the bigger ongoing mysteries of the 15th Doctor era is Mrs. Flood and who she turns out to be. But there seems to be a particular pattern that she has, at least twice now, that she likes to be the next door neighbour of a person that turns out to be a companion. Is this deliberate on her part, some kind of manifest destiny? Or is it just the, results and perils of the London and UK housing market? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Why does the Doctor check the coffee machine when the TARDIS goes wrong? When the TARDIS passes through the time fracture and the Doctor experiences that distortion effect, he runs around the console checking various things, flipping various switches, but the thing that he looks into that seems to give him that last bit of information that something has gone really wrong, it's the coffee machine, right? I mean, we saw David Tennant, the 14th Doctor, make Donna a coffee with that coffee machine. It came out through that hole that the 15th Doctor's now looking into as some kind of diagnostic tool. What possible information does a coffee machine have about time fractures? What did the Doctor get up to in the 6 months on that planet? I mean, we know he joined the Rebels, we know he befriended Sasha, and we know he worked his way up to be the chief historian, but, I'm imagining he got up to some other stuff. What were they? Did he have adventures? Or was he just kind of sitting around a bit like he was in the hotel, just kind of doing some chores? I don't know, but I think there's a whole Big Finish box set worth of adventures he could have had on that planet in those 6 months. Why does the Doctor whisper serenity, peace, control at that moment? Do those words mean something to him? I mean, he recently met someone called Joy in the Christmas special, but I don't know, the other 2 words, what are they about? Is this a clue, or was this just a throwaway thing that we're not meant to think much more of? How did the robots get the certificate in the future? The Doctor's obviously curious, Belinda less so, she just wants to go home. But the Doctor clearly wants to find out why and how that ended up in the future, for it then to go back into the past, into their timeline and form their society. I don't know, wibbly wobbly timey wimey, but it's going to probably form part of the conclusion to the season, I guess. Obviously, the big mystery of the season is why can't he take Belinda home? He's tried, it keeps bouncing off, he says. Can't take it to that exact date. One side question I have to this is, okay, you can't take it to the 25th of May. Can you take it to the 26th of May? Can you take it to the 27th? Can you take her 6 months later, even? Have you tried that? Or maybe just take a few days before. We can see that you can go into the past some point during her lifetime, because at some point you're going to go to 2007. So if it's just that day, can you not go to a slightly different day and just work it out? Whatever the reason, I am actually really intrigued by this mystery, so I would like to kind of find out what's going on. And hopefully we will, and hopefully it will be a satisfying resolution to this mystery. Maybe a bit unlike last year's resolution to the mystery. But I would like to keep positive and hope that we will get a satisfying answer this time. And finally, what has happened to Earth? Why is there debris from Earth floating in space? And more importantly, why didn't the Doctor and Belinda see it? I mean, they were there, right? The TARDIS was there. They dematerialised. Seconds later, big old ass Eiffel Tower flying by. They couldn't see that? I mean, it's pretty big. Plus a taxi. I get that they wouldn't see the certificate, but the taxi, and the Eiffel Tower especially, come on, it can't have been that far away, it was there in seconds. Or did it materialise, somehow form, uncloak, whatever, after they had disappeared, after they had dematerialised? I don't know, what's going on? So yeah, lots of questions posed in this episode. The coffee machine one is really bugging me though. My coffee machine doesn't do that. I mean, my coffee machine's not at the TARDIS, admittedly. Let me know what your answers are to any of these below, what your theories are about the more serious ones, what your jokey answers are for the coffee machine, etc, etc. And why not check out my review, which I did with my 5 and 10-year-old, so you can get the youth's opinion on the episode as well by clicking on screen now.